Hi, I'm Galen, and this is MONKyBEARD. Welcome to the channel. So today I wanted to go over kind of the first month of using Minoxidil, kind of like the thought process that I went through. To be honest, at the time I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know how to really take pictures, but you know, I did my best. My first day was July 12th of 2021. So hopefully I can go all the way till July 12th of 2023, and then that'll be the end. But at the time I, was going through this kind of transformation of sorts. I wanted to get a beard, and I didn't know if this Minoxidil beard journey was even going to work. But I kind of wanted to show you some pictures of the time, and then hopefully you can get a couple laughs, but also see kind of how far I've come in the last year and a half. So I'll go through the first few photos. So the very first one, you can see I didn't quite get my angles right, but you can see very closely that I didn't have much facial hair to begin with. I actually didn't really know how to apply the Minoxidil all the time. So you can see that on the very first picture, that I didn't really have any sideburns, really, and definitely nothing was in the cheek area. And this was after like a week worth of growth, so you can see not much to say, which is kind of the point, right? That I was going to do this beard journey. I'm kind of starting at ground zero, and I really wanted to see where this took me. Yeah, as you can see, this picture didn't really... not the best angle, still trying to figure it out. And yeah, on the other side as well, you can see, I think it's this side, not much in terms of anything on the cheeks. There was definitely no connection. And at this time I actually didn't put any on my eyebrows either, so I've been putting it both on my face for beard growth and also my eyebrows to kind of darken them up. I was blessed with very few hairs above my eyes, so definitely wanted to darken that up as well. And it seemed to work. I don't do the microneedling on my eyebrows. Then we go over to 16th. Again, I hadn't quite figured out the cadence in which I was going to be doing this just yet. I was just kind of winging it as I went. And again, the angle's terrible. But I, at some point, started to decide that no shirt was the best way to take these photos for consistency. So you'll see a majority of these photos have no shirt going on, so just, it is what it is, you know? But yeah, you can see that there was not much in terms of the chin. The chin now is actually the darkest, and I've noticed that the areas where I had some hair growth before I did the Minoxidil beard journey are actually the thickest areas now. So I think that that's kind of how it works, that, you know, where you have hair, it's going to kind of boost that cycle further down the line, and then the rest will kind of follow. And if you tend to look at what I have right now, you can see that there is some lighter areas here, but the darkest is definitely in the chin and at the tips of my lips. And then on the cheeks, I started getting excited because early on, I started developing some hair to start going down the side of my cheek. And I started getting excited because you can see there's that one straggler that goes as far out as on the jawline as possible. Yeah, that was like the very first beard hair that kind of sprouted from the Minoxidil, and I was thrilled. I was like, you know what? I think I can grow a beard in 6 months. Boy, was I wrong. And yeah, on the other side, you can see there's like two hairs that kind of are just jutting out onto the cheek. Yeah, kind of the same mindset. Just didn't quite know the pictures, and you can see that it doesn't go much further than like literally where the jaw ends on the chin area. And then we move into the 23rd of July, and you can see again on the cheeks, I started letting it grow out a little bit longer to kind of see the progress. At this point I was shaving once a week, just shaving completely down and letting it grow out for a week. Come to find out that that actually hurt the beard gains. You're supposed to let it grow out, and then kind of keep it trimmed, but you shouldn't shave it, because if you shave it, apparently you're kind of resetting any of the vellus hairs, because when you shave, there's a chance that you're actually pulling out those vellus hairs, which are very fine and fragile, and what you want to do is be able to kind of nurture those vellus hairs, because when you get them to become terminal, which is kind of the dark, thicker beard hair growth, that's when they become permanent. But didn't know that at the time, so I was kind of hurting my chances by shaving it down, because I thought that if I shaved it all the way down, then it would give more activation. At the time I thought that maybe it's like microplaning, where I didn't do the microneedle just yet, that if you're shaving, you're kind of shaving off the surface layer of your skin, so maybe the Minoxidil could penetrate into your skin better, but I was wrong. So things you learn as you do this beard journey. And something I did want to point out, coming around the 23rd, is you can start to see acne, and I actually did not have very bad acne before I started doing Minoxidil, and somewhere along the line of using Minoxidil, one of the side effects is that you can start to develop acne, and sure enough, I did. So you can actually start to see some pimples start to pop up, and that kind of will plague me throughout this entire beard journey. Granted, it's not a lot, but it is enough that it was noticeable, and I had pretty much zero acne, and then once I started using Minoxidil, I'll have like a pimple here and there. So just something to be wary about, because it could be affecting you. And you can see here at the chin that it's actually starting to come down a little bit on the left-hand side, but again, nothing to write home about. And then at last, this is the end of the first month of July, so we're at the 31st of July, and I look like a deer in the headlights. And again, you can see that acne cropping up. But actually, you can start to see, and this is where I started getting really excited. Maybe I'm like wide-eyed because of my excitement. But you can see on the left-hand side that there's actually the start of hairs connecting the goatee part, or the chin, to the mustache. And this is where I started getting really excited, because I'm like, wow, this stuff is starting to work. And I thought it was working really fast, so I'm like, well, I'm growing like a little bit of hair here and there. Maybe I'll grow it, in 6 months. But as we know, that's unrealistic. It took me about a year and a half, truly, to get a solid beard that I'd be, actually proud to rock around. On the sideburns and on the cheeks, you really don't see much, but you can start to see that on the chin is actually starting to develop more hair underneath the jaw. And here, again, I'm still trying to figure out the camera angles. I was moving the camera around my head at the time, but you can definitely start to see the sideburns starting to fill out a little bit more with just more density. Again, nothing in the cheek area, but that's how it was. And, of course, a blurry photo, but it still kind of illustrates just overall more density in the areas that I already had hair. So this is the first month of the journey, so hopefully that kind of illustrates kind of what to expect in month 1. Granted, I was starting from literally nothing. The Minoxidil started to work, and it started to do something, so you do start to see progress pretty early on, but you should temper your expectations that you're not going to be growing a massive beard within the first few months. It actually, most people have been saying that it takes usually around 3 months before you start to see anything. But hopefully, if you don't shave all the way down, like I did, I found the best progress was when I started to realize that I shouldn't shave it down, that I should just trim it, that I started seeing exponential growth. That, along with microneedling, really boosted the progress that I was seeing. As well as the other thing that really helped as I started to learn was putting lotion on my face after using Minoxidil. So you use the Minoxidil, you let it dry, and then you put lotion. It puts lotion on its skin. And then that actually really started to help. Surprise, surprise, when you take care of your skin, good things happen. So make sure that you keep a good skin routine. I think that's probably the best way to kind of do this beard journey, is to have a solid skin routine, because if you have healthy skin, your skin can actually focus on, actually growing these brand new beard hairs rather than focusing on just repairing your poor old damaged skin. The other good thing to consider is collagen. Taking some type of intake of collagen. I just put it in some protein shake, and now I take it in pill form. But either one of those works. Collagen is one of the big factors that your body uses to create new beard hairs, or just hair in general. So make sure that you have some type of collagen, whether you eat eggs, you take collagen supplements, the powder, something like that will also help immensely with your beard journey. So I hope this helps you kind of see where I was coming from on my first month of using Minoxidil, and I hope this helps you kind of see what to expect. And the next video we'll do into month 2. You can kind of see as I get better at kind of taking these photos and kind of the new processes that I implemented throughout this time to see the best results. Again, I didn't start seeing really great results until about 5 months in, so be patient. It's a long journey, but it's a marathon. Not marathon. It's okay. It's a marathon, not a race. So make sure to just keep at it. It's about consistency over anything. So don't think that you're just going to be growing it overnight. As I said, try to make it a part of your routine, something that you're able to keep up. Because if you don't keep it up, you're just going to lose it all, and then you'll be disappointed. Minoxidil can be a little pricey, especially if you have to buy a year or a 2-year supply. So just make sure that this is something you really want to do. Also, make sure that you are cognizant of some of the side effects. I can go into in more detail in another video, but during the first month, you will feel heart palpitations. I did experience that. It feels like your heart is throbbing a lot more than usual, and kind of does a irregular beat, kind of. So it kind of manifests itself as like this kind of shortness of breath. You're not breathless, but it is kind of weird to breathe. It's a very weird feeling. You kind of feel a little more tired and lethargic than usual. So know that is one of the side effects. Minoxidil was originally for heart medicine, so it makes sense. But if you do have heart conditions, definitely consult with a doctor before you use Minoxidil, because last thing you want to do is have great beard gains, but it really affects your health, because health is wealth, for sure. So hope that helps you. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe, and I'll hope you enjoy the other videos that are coming up. If you just want to give me some support, give me a thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. I'm definitely trying to get on the radar here, so any little bit of help I can get, I greatly appreciate. And if you have any questions, please add them as comments below, because I'd love to answer all your questions that you might have. I had a lot of questions going into this beard journey, and I'm sure you might too. So if you have any questions, I've done a lot of research. Clearly I've had some success, and I'd love to assuage any of your concerns that you might have. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, and I appreciate all your support. Thank you.